people have asked us, why did you choose certain people to be in the book? I mean, one of the things that we have said as we've been interviewed recently is the fact that there are really countless numbers of stories. I mean, there are so many women who we could have put in the book, and one of the reasons why we launched our digital platform was to try to highlight more of these stories, because there truly is a visibility gap in tech. But one of the reasons why we chose Donna is because not only does she have this super compelling story about failure and then getting up and becoming incredibly successful, but she's also a fashion designer. She's also a writer. She is a maker. She is really kind of the opposite of the stereotype that you would think of who works in technology. And I love that. I think we both love that about her, is that she just, she really kind of crushes that stereotype. And that was really important to us as we were meeting all of these different women from all different backgrounds, from all over the country, to see how creative and collaborative not only their jobs are, but how they are in their lives. And a big goal for us was to try to choose people that we felt others out in our audience would hopefully feel a connection to in some way. And also to dispel again, a lot of sort of the misconceptions about what it means to work in tech. And oftentimes people assume that it's lonely, that it's cold, that it's not collaborative. These are some of the things you hear certainly from young girls when you ask them about it. But what we found with so many of these women that we met is that that was the complete opposite. They were super creative. They were artsy. They cared about fashion. They have families. They have these incredibly multifaceted lives, and their jobs are very collaborative. And so that was a really big point for us in terms of the message that we wanted to get out, and in hopes of maybe inspiring women to maybe think twice about going into these types of careers, is to see the breadth and the depth of the kinds of people who work in these jobs and how interesting they are.
Has anyone here ever seen the HBO show Silicon Valley? Okay, mm-hmm. It's pretty hilarious, but it's very, very, very stereotyped. There's a hacker house, there's like the computer genius, the coder guy, Richard Hendricks, who's the CEO, founder of Pied Piper, the tech company. So I spent a week in Silicon Valley in Menlo Park at an accelerator called the Women's Startup Lab. I spent a week at a hacker house with 8 female founders who are technology founders living in a hacker house. And the really interesting thing I learned about researching this book was that female entrepreneurs in tech don't look like Richard Hendricks. They don't act like the programmer type that you see on TV or hear about in the media. These women were from all over the country. One woman in particular, her name is Carrie Couillard, and she's from Santa Fe, New Mexico. She's got 2 little kids at home. She said, this is the first time I've been able to actually breathe and not have my kids all over me. She's starting a company called Baby Airs, which is a baby rental equipment company, which she wants to make into, she calls it the Airbnb of baby equipment. So when you go visit your parents cross country and you're traveling with kids and you have all the strollers and cribs and all the things, toys to carry, you don't have to. So you can go from one state to another and rent the equipment. So Carrie was there. She said, it's the first time I could breathe in so long and actually focus on my company with these 7 other entrepreneurs. And she spent the week workshopping and training and learning, basically building her pitch deck so she could go out and pitch investors for capital to scale her business. So I met Carrie and spent the week with her and the other entrepreneurs. And the other interesting thing about this program was that it really was building a network of women entrepreneurs. So, Heather was talking about the loneliness and you hear about it's like so, uncollaborative. It's not. I mean, these women were working together. They were being introduced to investors, advisors, mentors. She said that it built her confidence. She got back home and her husband looked at her and said, oh my gosh, who are you? Where's the old Carrie? This was the new Carrie. She was so confident. She had also met Fran Meyer, who is a co-founder of Match.com, who was one of the advisors at the Women's Startup Lab. And she and Fran saw her vision, and she said, Carrie, I want to partner with you. I want to take your vision. I want to scale it. I want to make this into a billion-dollar company. So now Fran Meyer is her co-founder and CEO, and actually Carrie, who's the techie one, is the CTO. And they've spread this company now into 40 different markets across the country, and it's booming. So again, going back to the collaboration, the sisterhood of finding the people who are going to help you to not just scale your business and find investment, but to build that confidence that you can do it. You're not alone, and you have this network of support.